What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel and welcome to Red Solstice 2 Survivors Ultimate Edition for the PlayStation 5. How many other words can I put onto this title? Anyway. I've put a little bit of time into this one. I picked it up the other day. I think the price I picked it up for was $26.99, but I think the regular price is $29.99 on PlayStation 5 here. Anyway, let's get into this. What is Red Solstice 2 Survivors? It is a top-down perspective, real-time XCOM style twin-stick shooter with a whole bunch of other elements thrown into it. Anyway, let's get into this here. I think it's got up to I think it's up to 8 players online. I might have to double check that. It's minimum 4, maybe up to 8. That could just be PC only, but anyway. Let's go ahead and jump in here. I'm going to go ahead and do a new campaign. There might be some like profile stuff that gets carried over. I'm not entirely sure yet. But my campaign that I've got going on just to check out the game isn't too far ahead. But anyway, the Ultimate Edition comes with all these different types of campaigns and stuff like that. As far as I can tell, this affects the story, trophies you can earn, stuff like that. We're going to go with the Elysium Corporation here, which I believe is the standard start. So we'll go ahead and do that. All players use campaign tech progression. All players use campaign tech progression. Hosts use campaign tech progression. Others use skirmish. Okay, that's fine. It's only going to be single player for now, so it is what it is. I am going to not enable the tutorial, and I am not going to skip the first mission, which I can't even choose to skip it if I wanted to. Go on hard, will it skip it? No? Okay, well, that's fine. We're going to keep it on normal. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. There's going to be a little bit of a cutscene here.
We never knew the Executor contributed to the activation of solar. But even if we did, it wouldn't change much.
We are the Founders, and you are the Executor. A high-class commanding officer with advanced cybernetic capabilities. Your origin is irrelevant. Your mission is not. You were awakened to lead a secret task force that will counter the threat of STROL mutants. A powerful landship will serve as the base of your activities. It is a mobile castle from which you will liberate Mars. Lead your operatives, research your enemy, and develop your own capabilities. We are always watching your progress.
Yeah. Stuff and things. Okay, so apparently apparently it did skip the first mission, which the option didn't select. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We are taking the role of Executor from another guy who blew himself up along with a city in order to contain a biological threat. Doesn't matter. The tutorial's kind of lame. Anyway, let's just do stuff. We've got some research that we can get into here. This will unlock different things that you can use for progression or unlocking new classes, things like that. Which, you know, very similar to something like XCOM. This is the main part of the game, which is very similar to something like XCOM. So if you're familiar with how that game works, then you're gonna be very familiar with this type of a system. So let's just kind of go through some of these things that we see here. So we've got an armory, a world map, facilities, our archives. Archives don't really matter for us right now, and your profile, all of which are very important. Let's start off with the armory. It's gonna be a couple minutes until we get into the actual gameplay. So if you want to jump straight into the gameplay, skip ahead a few minutes, and yeah, we'll get into the first mission. But anyway, let's continue with what we've got going on. You can see up here in the top left-hand corner, I've got some experience already, level 27 private. It's kind of an account-based progression. So things that I've got unlocked, like via this and stuff like that, these are all going to be unlocked already. It's not that big a deal that I've got them unlocked. Probably the biggest things that are going to be different are, not that. Skirmish only. Yeah, none of these really matter that much. I've pretty much just got more health, a little bit more resilience. Resilience is for like ailments and things like that, like bleeding and poison and stuff like that. Sight radius, movement speed, none of this really changes that much. But anyway, let's continue with what we were going on here. Okay. So this is your starting loadout for your character. Now, what does all this mean? What do all these numbers and pips and dashes and crap mean? Well, this is how you build out your character and how you actually figure out what role you want to take on in combat. Now, there's different classes that you can equip and stuff like that. I'm gonna probably just stick with assault because it's your bread and butter, your usual thing that you've got going on. So I'll stick with that. But let's go into the weaponry and all that. So as you play through the game and as you research things and as you level up things in your profile and all that, you will unlock new weapons. I don't think I can see any of those just yet. No, I can. Okay, yeah. So if I research this, arsenal production, that'll get me the breech shotgun, the submachine gun, and the salamander, which is all fun. We'll touch on the currencies and stuff in a minute, but for now we'll stick with all this stuff, and let's move over to the various little slots that we can choose. These are the main things: your defense, offense, and support module loadouts that are going to be. They're pretty much going to change how you approach missions and the things that you can do in the middle of said missions. So defense is mostly going to focus on defense. Offense is going to focus on offense, and support, you guessed it, is going to focus on support. And there's various things that they will change. So let's kind of go into them one at a time here. So let's go ahead and just exit, get rid of all these things here. There we go. We'll start off with a fresh setup here, and we'll do it from the ground up, so that way you can see kind of how I want to set up this character and stuff like that. I'm not going to be playing on this campaign long term, but it is what it is. So, okay. If I were to scroll over and look at some of these things, you'll see a number in the top left-hand corner there, next to where it says assault. It says 60 out of 400. If I go down here, it'll say 50, it'll say 30 if I choose this. That is a total amount of energy that is allocated onto your suit, which you can exceed, but you will have penalties that will affect your character, be it movement speed, energy regen, stuff like that. Energy is what you spend. You can see the little lightning bar here, or the little lightning next to it, that determines your suit energy, whereas your activation cost in the middle of a mission, that's for your energy regen and stuff like that. It'll make more sense when we get into the mission. But anyway, let's go ahead and go a little bit further into this. You can see a number of pips here. You can see this one has 2, this one has 1, this one has 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, yeah. Okay, those are stuff that's allocated here in your actual defense slot. So you can see in your defense you've got 7 that you can use here. So let's go ahead and grab our stimulant. I don't need to worry about that. Let's go with adaptive systems, because that's a nice one to have. I don't really care about energy blade, to be honest. So we'll hold off on that. And then you've got various upgrades and things like that that you can also utilize. I think for now, let's leave that where it is. Let's go into offense, and let's take buckshot. Take a power dash? Sure, let's take a power dash. Why not? And we'll continue on to here. What do I want to go for? You could just go for some regular support type things. Not too bad. So you can see right now with those few things that we've taken, we're at 330 out of 400. That means I can't really get a whole lot of things here. They're going to put me over the limit. So what can you do to mitigate that? Well, if you go to your upgrades, you will see something here that's called Power Core. That will give you 15 extra suit power. So that'll actually raise our total from 400 to 415. That's something you do have to take into consideration. So let's go ahead and first off, I don't know, get some more life here. So we've got extra HP regen, which is very useful. Right now we've got a suit ammo reserves capacity of 30, but we can go ahead and upgrade that if we so choose. I'm going to go ahead and get, let's get 2 of those, get up to an even 50 for ammo reserves. Not too bad. And then from there, I guess I could go into the upgrades for the weaponry and stuff like that, and how to go about modifying your weapons. So as you progress through the campaign, you'll unlock different, frame mods, stock mods, scope mods, just various modifications that you can put onto your gun. You start off with a few, but those are determined, again, by the pip system. So if I were to go back here, you'll see that this has 3 out of 4 filled up. That means that it's got an allowance for 1 of these. So if I put a burst mod in here and then I save that, now it's 4 out of 4 used up. Now if I wanted to put on more mods, what I would have to do, I might be able to do, yeah, I could do it here. What I would have to do is actually put on something like this, the primary extender. So if I were to, I don't know, say throw, let's say 2 of those on there, come in here and get piercing ammo. There we go. So that's a pretty beefed up GAR there. But you can see that we're now at 525 out of 400. So that means we need to now make up the difference with power cores. I'm kind of speeding through this a little bit, but hopefully this kind of makes sense. Okay, now, unfortunately, we did get a little bit under. Now, I could actually still go into the mission like this, if I so chose. What I would end up with is a little bit less energy regen. That's not that big a deal. And then a little bit less speed, which, again, not that big a deal. So I think I'm just going to leave it for this. Get another one here. Yeah, we're only a little bit off. I could actually take one of these. Like I could take one of these primary capacities off and swap that. Yeah, might as well. Now, there's other things you can do as well. If you end up with leftover unused pips, I believe you do get a bonus to your stats, which can be nice. But anyway, we've got 1 for our shotgun here. I could put shredder ammo in there. That'll increase the damage to armor, but reduce damage to health. That's not that big a deal. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, cool. And when this system is set up, you can save it to your various loadouts and whatnot. So that way, if you choose something else, like if I were to go over here to medic like this, and then, go back to assault, it would, you see it's all back to the regular. So I'd have to go to load and then choose that. So just something to keep in mind. Right, let's go ahead and take a look at our other units here. You can do the exact same thing with everybody else, which is very nice. I'm just going to very quickly run through these, and let's just get, I don't know, some stability in here. Primary ammo, sure. Let's get a revive stick, and I don't know, give me one of those, sure. I'm not going to stress too much over all this, but I do at least want them to have some HP regen, Let's just get that. You've already got a revive. You want to make sure your AI have at least 1 revive available. Now, Depending on your class, you're going to have different amounts of pips and stuff like that. You might be able to change that later. I haven't gotten to the point where I can, so it's not that big a deal. And let's get some of those and get more HP regen, and that should get us all sorted. Okay, so now that long section of the game is done, this is the part of the game that is very, very similar to XCOM. So let's go ahead and do a little scan here. Did I set up a research? I did not. Okay, let's just let's go into, let's see, new research. Depending on which research you choose and stuff like that, that'll give you new future things. So let's just choose this. That does cost resources. You can see supplies here, very similar to something like XCOM. Deployment, that's your credits for going on missions and things like that. Specialists are used in research and also for creating new characters, which you can do from your engineering tab. You can see here, you can train an assault or train a medic. Those are for your classes. It costs two specialists. So if you see an X, that means it's going to use up those specialists permanently. And if you see the little recycle symbol here, or the refresh symbol, that means they'll be temporarily being used for the duration of the upgrade. Anyway, let's go ahead and scan. This is all very, you can see in the bottom right hand corner, you can see all that. So here's our first mission, get supplies. Very cool. Okay, and you can see the rewards. We'll get toxic artillery, specialists, and supplies, and it'll also reduce our infestation growth, which infestation, that is what causes attacks on critical assets and mission difficulty and stuff like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and travel to the mission. So, that was a lot of talking, and I apologize for that, but anyway, let's go ahead and just jump straight into the mission then. I would say long story short, but doesn't matter. Okay. So the way that the missions are set up in this game is you have campaign and you've got skirmishes. Skirmishes are obviously just, you can do a mission and do whatever you want in it. And then there's the campaign, which has specific missions that you have to run through in a specific order. But the way that they set up the missions is, it's not procedurally generated, but the types of secondary missions that can show up are random. It's very entertaining how they do it. So, okay, let's go ahead and get into this. What is all this? First off, let's see here. You can see your squad inventory and stuff like that. Very cool. Medals, don't worry about those. Tasks, don't worry about those. Those are just like your daily things. Here's your map, which shows you various things. You can read the legend here, and then scroll over and check stuff and all that. But anyway, let's go ahead and go into the HUD and explain what stuff is. Bottom right hand corner, let's start from there. You can see your weaponry and stuff like that. You can see your primary weapon. If you press L2, you'll switch to your secondary, which you can only use while aiming.
Supplies caches found.
Yes,
Marking
thank you,
location.
Emma. Another important thing you can do, you can activate a mode called Overwatch mode. Yes, I know, another XCOM reference. If you press circle, you will then see a dotted line circle around us. It's a little hard to see, but any enemies that will go within our line of sight will automatically be shot at. You can see one here on the left. It will automatically be shot at. Very cool. We have a secondary mode on our gun. If you click L3, you can see that it's got highlighted. That's our burst fire mode. I'm just going to keep the burst fire on here, and we can kill enemies while we're talking. Where's our objective, by the way? Very close. Okay, I'll just kind of meander over here while I'm talking. Okay, so next to the bottom right-hand corner where it shows your weaponry and stuff like that, you can see some boxes with some skill-looking things. Well, those are skills. Very, very, obvious. But anyway, if you press R1, you will see this highlight here. L1 highlights this over here, which is your items. We don't have any items. Maybe I can get some from this box. We can go into that in a second. Okay, good. That did. So, right-hand side, you can see a number of options here. Not, like, super loving the fact that we're getting attacked so hard, but whatever. You can see an option there that says level up and level down.
Executor, high-tier STROL mutants have been detected in the sector and should be destroyed.
Thank you. So as you are killing enemies and stuff like that, you will level up mid-mission, which is independent from your level ups for your account, your profile, I suppose. But anyway, every single time you go into a mission, you will level up. You'll have to do that every single time you load into a mission. So that's just something you're going to have to, deal with. But anyway, you can choose which of your skills to level up. And depending on which ones you choose, you will either unlock the ability to use the ability or make that ability stronger. So right now I've leveled up, I think this is my 3rd level. So we can go ahead and level up this again. And then your different skills. Can I see what my skills are right now, just so I can try and explain them? No? Okay, that's fine. We'll go into all that stuff later. But anyway, yeah. Kill stuff, level up, pretty basic stuff. There's a little sample. You can pick this up. This isn't a currency or anything like that. All it does is increase your critical hit chance and stuff like that. So, not incredibly useful, but kind of useful. If you click R3, you can go into the camera settings, and you can move it around and stuff like that. Very cool. Let's go ahead and level up our little ability here. And here's one ability. Very cool. Now, one thing to make note of if you're going to be playing this game, if you start using your right analog stick here to start aiming, it will cancel your Overwatch, even if you're just using another skill. So that is something you do need to keep in mind. Trying not to get overwhelmed here. Oh man, we are gonna die.
Has been located and should be destroyed.
Right. Let's go ahead and move over here. As you can see, there's a lot of enemies. So, you do have a limited number of magazines for your weaponry, by the way. You can find them mid-mission. There's certain characters that have certain skills that you can use for, generating ammo and stuff like that. But you do have to keep an eye on that. Hang on a second. It's just going to get harder. So one other thing I should mention is, okay, on the bottom of the screen there, you can see some, like graph-style bars there. Right now we're on 4. As you progress through a mission, it will get harder and harder. So more enemies will spawn, more will come after you, things like that. So you do kind of want to make a beeline for certain things. So let's go ahead and make some moves here. Continue to level up. That's something you definitely have to keep in mind as you're running through. So your allies will warp back to you. So that is something to keep in mind. If you do start to get overwhelmed, you can just kind of run, and we might lose. We might lose this mission. This is a little rough. It's a little hot, man. But anyway, let's continue. We already have moths showing up. That's not good. Let's see, I might be able to bust open this door. Kick it open! Alright. Now they want us to go a little bit further in, so let's do that.
I have marked the first supply cache for retrieval.
I'll take that. And then you're not really giving us a whole lot of opportunities to breathe in this mission so far. Gotta say. Alright, I do unfortunately have to go back that way in order to progress with the mission. Oh, Look at you guys all stuck there. Let's whip out the shotgun here. So this is our secondary weapon, our automatic shotgun. It's very good. Alright, grab this. Alright, that should be everything.
Final supply cache located.
Alright, we gotta go all the way over here now. So, as you're playing through a mission, you will run into secondary objectives. They will randomly show up, and the ones that they can be are picked from, you know, a pool of various things that they can be. So you could get a nest mission, you could get monster samples, you could get one where one of your allies' ships crashed somewhere, and you have to go there and rendezvous and evac people. There's a lot of different missions, but... Anyway, we need to focus on getting out of this building and not dying. So let's see if we can do that. I'll take that secondary ammo. Alright. We need to make some moves. Can I get out via this fence? It doesn't look like it. Is this the end? I hope not. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to run. This door is still locked, so that's not great. Take some more supplies. Need more ammo. Down to 4 mags. Ow, bleeding. This is a pretty rough first mission, gotta say. Now you can manually reload if you want. Oh. Yeah, that's just a satchel you can blow up. I would like ammo, please. That was not ammo. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be going for those secondary objectives. At least not until I get some freaking stuff here. So depending on the classes you have available to you, they can get you more or less of certain things. That's a dead Marine. They normally have some magazines. Let's go. We're back in the fight. Okay. Is this the right way? No. No, it's not. Alright. I could probably sneak back this way, though. So yeah, it's a pretty action-packed game, gotta say. We'll continue with leveling up our stuff and moving on. Every once in a while, you'll run into these little power nodes. They'll supply power to various parts of the infrastructure that's available, mostly locked doors, computer terminals, and things like that. You can kick open standard doors pretty quickly. Let's see if I can get some more stuff here. Explosive ammo, that could be good. Power cell, I don't really care about a power cell right now. You can, thankfully, still shoot in Overwatch and interact with a lot of things. Need to drop some stuff here, so let's drop that. Oh, jeez. Now, he does have the auto revive thing, so here in like 10 seconds he should revive. Get up, Joseph! There we go. Now that was his one and only revive, so we do have to be a little bit careful here. Alright, so we'll just continue down this road, straight up. explosive turret. It would be nice to have. Let's drop this and take this. What is this? Light post. I don't care about a light post. Grab some more primary ammo. This little thing right here is a thing you can destroy. I'm not entirely sure what it does, but you can destroy it. Let's turn back on burst mode. Okay. Let's continue. Very hectic. Very hectic. So certain abilities do utilize kind of a what's the word I'm looking for here? Instead of using it as an activation cost, it'll reserve energy and then keep the ability active until you turn it off. Overwatch is one example. You can see how my energy bar, the blue bar above my head, has a little grayed out section. If I turn off my Overwatch, you'll see it start to regen, and then if I turn it back on, it'll use it again. So that's something I really like. There's certain skills you can get. The Heavy, I think, is one of my favorite classes right now. He gets a cool little, like, War Machine style shoulder turret. It's very cool. It's very cool. Let's turn on this power relay while we're here. We might need it to open doors or something. You can interact with these supply packages up to 10 times. Get a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of it just kind of ends up on the ground, but anyway. Evac. I would love to evac. Okay, it's pretty close to us.
Extraction point marked. It is advised to move toward the location.
Let's whip out the shotgun real quick. Clear some of these guys out. Leave my friends alone. Alright. Let's move. Might be able to handle it this way. Click L3, it'll reset the camera.
Reloading, cover me.
Is there an exit through here? I don't think you can zoom in on this map. Oh, I don't think we can get through here. Maybe there's an exit down this way? The map can be a little bit hard to parse at times, but overall it's mostly readable. Now we're probably gonna have to fight for our lives here, as you would expect.
Be on the lookout.
Alright, so now we have to defend in this little area, and for that I am gonna put down a turret. Yep. And we'll just hang out here. Left-hand side of the screen, you can see your objectives, secondary or otherwise. And a lot of the objectives end up with go to an area, defend it for a set amount of time, and there you go. So, you'll see a lot of that in this game. If that's not really your bag, then sorry? Either way, man, this was a pretty crazy little first mission, huh? Use that. Alright. 10 seconds. Now, depending on the secondary objectives that you decide to try and attempt in your missions, you will get more rewards, more experience, just more stuff. Alright, here's objective completed. Now we can get out of here in a few seconds. One thing I like about these little turrets is you can spend your own ammo to replenish them, which is very nice.
Reloading, cover me.
Depending on the class that you are, it's pretty much free. Like if you're playing as a combat engineer, you can just, you know, regenerate all your ammo. But anyway, let's finish the mission. To evac, you just walk into the area. Yeah, that was pretty chaotic, I must say. but not too bad, especially for our first mission. All right, so we got supplies, got all this stuff, and we got 4 supplies from exploring. Way to go! You can spend quite a number of minutes in a mission just doing secondary, because secondary objectives will just kind of crop up as you're playing. I don't know if there's a limit, but anyway, you can see the bestiary. Did you say bestiary or did you say bestiary? No, depending on where you are, it changes. But anyway, let's see. Did we get anything new from that? We got toxic artillery. Cool. Which is pretty neat. I could research that, or I could build that, but I mean, I think I need to research how to actually do it, but I do have one in stock. But, yeah. As far as all that's concerned, the next thing, or rather the last thing, we should probably go into is your actual soldiers and stuff like that you can bring on your missions. In addition to their loadouts, which we did a little bit of at the beginning of the episode, you can also change up their skills, their passives, and things like that. So as they level up and they gain new ranks, they will gain the ability to choose from this menu here, which will give them different abilities. This guy got injured, Joseph. So anytime one of your characters or one of your AI soldiers goes down in a mission, they will accrue an injury, and if they run out of injuries, then they're dead. They just die permanently. So you got to be a little bit careful on how you deal with them. You can wait the allotted amount of time, and then they'll be completely fine, or you can bring them into a mission. As far as I can tell, they don't actually have any negatives attributed to them if they have injuries, but it is just one more chance of them, running out of lives and dying effectively. But let's go ahead and choose some things here. I believe you get one choice per these little things here, so you do have to be a little bit careful. Shredder is not bad. But I think I'm just going to go with the extra damage. Not too bad. You there, what do you have? Colin. I do like the sniper turret. Critical... Yeah, let's just go with marksman cover. Passive skill, you don't have to worry too much about it. And Joseph, you already got your heal drone, because that was your only choice. Okay, not too bad. But yeah, this is Red Solstice. On my current save, I've got a few different classes unlocked. Tell you what, let's go check that out real quick. Go back out to the main menu. I don't really care about saving that one, because, yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, let's go to... this one. I can show you kind of what I've got set up for my current character. Here's my dude and all this stuff. He's currently in heavy class. He's got a minigun and all that stuff. He's a very cool class. You get the shoulder turret, which is a lot of fun. You get this little battle drone that you throw out, or summon, rather, and then that just lays waste to everything. But yeah, no, there's a lot of systems in this, and if you're willing to actually sit down and read a whole bunch of stuff, you can get a lot out of it. You can get a lot out of it. Like the weapon modding and stuff like that, that's not super obvious how it all works when you first get in. But, yeah, like here's all my soldiers that I've got unlocked and stuff like that. You can find more of them and convert them as you continue your game. There's a lot of flexibility as far as your mission parameters and how to make them easier or harder. Weapon workbench, we already kind of went over that. The garage, you can get vehicles, and you can run around in the maps with like APCs and tanks and stuff like that. There's a lot of little things you can do in this game, and I feel like unfortunately it's kind of gonna get overlooked by a lot of people. But if you like the style of, I guess kind of the meta progress in a game like XCOM, but you like a twin-stick shooter, you should definitely check this game out. Lots of customizing, They've got some cool armors and stuff that you can wear, stuff like that. I'm just kind of wearing this one, and you can unlock different colors as you level up and stuff. It's yeah, they got some cool stuff going on in this game, and I think you guys should definitely give it a shot. And the skirmish mode is also a completely separate mode as well. That well, obviously it's a separate mode. That does carry over into your experience for your main account. But anyway, that was a whole lot of blabbing and a whole lot of talking and stuff. But if you liked the idea behind this game, you could definitely sink your teeth into it and get quite a bit of hours into it. I think if you really ran through all the campaigns, they're pretty quick. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's enough here to make somebody happy for what is it, $26 to $29, depending on whether or not you get it on sale. I think currently it's on sale on PlayStation. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you want to see more, and I'll go over to my main campaign instead of the the campaign we started. But if you want to see more, make sure you let me know, and I'll go ahead and do that. If not, then I'll just leave this as a one-off video. But anyway, I will see you all in the next video of whatever it's going to be. You guys all take care. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.